Be me, 31, history teacher at local high school. Average build with slightly receding hairline. Beard to compensate for thinning top. Passionate about historical mysteries and conspiracies. Join local bookstore's monthly mystery reading club. Trying to meet people outside teaching circles. Sick of dating other teachers constantly. First meeting, discussing classic Agatha Christie. Notice attractive woman across the circle intensely. 30-ish, short black hair, thick-rimmed glasses, sharp eyes that seem to analyze everything. Introduces herself as Eliza during discussions. Works in cybersecurity for major tech company. Way more intelligent than anyone else there. Dissects the mystery like it's elementary puzzle. Everyone slightly intimidated by her analysis. Except me, I find it fascinating. Argue with her about killers' motivations. Entire group watches our heated debate silently. She smiles when I challenge her theories. Exchange numbers after group ends surprisingly. Text about books initially, then everything else. Intellectual conversations unlike any previous relationship. She knows obscure historical facts that impress. First proper date at underground jazz club. Somehow knew I loved jazz music. Never mentioned it in our conversations though. Brush it off as lucky coincidence perhaps. Second date at obscure historical museum exhibition. Specifically featuring my favorite historical period. Again, don't recall mentioning this interest specifically. She claims, just had a feeling, suspiciously. Start dating officially after third meetup. She's fascinating, challenging, and intensely present. Listens to everything I say attentively. Remembers details about my life perfectly. Almost unnervingly perfect recall of conversations. Sometimes references things I swear never mentioned. How was coffee with Principal Johnson yesterday? Don't remember telling her about that meeting. Did you enjoy that new Vietnamese restaurant? Never told her I tried that place. Begin noticing strange coincidental meetings frequently. Bumping into her near my doctor's office, seeing her car parked near my gym, spotting her at my cousin's art gallery. All places I never mentioned visiting beforehand. She always has plausible explanations ready. Just getting coffee nearby, coincidentally, she says. My friend lives in this neighborhood. Excuses. 3 months in, genuinely falling for her. Despite occasional uneasiness about coincidences occurring, she's brilliant, passionate, caring, and attentive. Best relationship of my adult life. Honestly. Start staying at each other's places regularly. Notice she always checks phone notifications. Shield screen when certain alerts appear. One night at her apartment watching movies. She falls asleep on couch beside me. Phone buzzes with incoming alert prominently. Screen lights up. Marks position updated. That's my name on her notification. Heart starts racing immediately, seeing this. Carefully pick up her phone curiously. Fingerprint reader unlocks with her thumb. Gently press against her sleeping finger. Phone unlocks to reveal complex dashboard. Sophisticated tracking software I've never seen. Map shows my exact position currently. Historical data tab reveals months of movements. Every location I've visited since meeting. Timestamps matching every place I've been. Home, school, gym, stores, friends' houses, even places before we officially met. Scroll through settings page in disbelief. Find activation date 3 days after. Our first bookstore meeting, surprisingly early. Discover multiple tracking methods listed actively. Cell phone signal, triangulation running constantly. Social media location data being harvested. Credit card purchase locations being monitored. Car GPS system somehow compromised completely. Even my laptop's location showing clearly. Completely sophisticated surveillance operation discovered. Detailed notes about my routines attached. Favorite places, regular schedules, frequent contacts. Predictive algorithm showing likely future movements. 92% probability. Grocery shopping, Thursday afternoon. Completely accurate prediction for tomorrow, actually. Stomach drops. Reading personal assessment section. Subject shows no awareness of monitoring. High compatibility with operator requirements. Minimal security consciousness makes ideal target. Emotional attachment developing as anticipated. Feeling sick reading these clinical notes. Put phone down carefully without changing. Pretend to be asleep when she stirs. Spend night lying awake beside her, planning how to handle this revelation. Next morning, act completely normal outwardly. Kiss her goodbye like nothing's wrong. Go straight to electronics store frantically. Buy burner phone with cash only. Contact old college friend working cybersecurity. Explain situation without revealing her name. Friend is horrified by surveillance described. This is advanced corporate level monitoring capabilities. You're dating a seriously dangerous person. Helps me sweep apartment for devices. Find 6 different tracking implements hidden. One in smoke detector looking innocuous. Another in picture frame she gifted. Third disguised as power strip effectively. Fourth sewn into favorite jacket lining. Fifth installed inside my car stereo. Sixth replacing battery and wireless mouse. Friend helps establish secure communication channel. Advises immediately ending relationship very carefully. She could be unstable, proceed cautiously, create exit plan over next week, gradually moving important documents to storage, telling trusted friends about the situation, eventually confront her at public restaurant. I know you're tracking me, Eliza. Initial denial followed by cold calculation, eyes narrowing as she assesses situation. How much do you know exactly? Everything, all the devices, the software. Moment of silence stretching uncomfortably long, then surprising reaction catching me off guard. Laughs softly, seeming almost relieved somehow. Finally, was wondering when you'd notice. Explains she works for intelligence agency, specialized in tracking high-value targets internationally, became paranoid after previous relationship ended, started using work skills in personal life. I wanted to ensure compatibility extensively, needed to know everything before committing. It's protection, not stalking specifically. Can't decide if this explanation's better or significantly worse than initially feared. She offers to show full operation. Takes me to second apartment nearby. Entire room dedicated to surveillance equipment. Monitors showing various tracking data points. This is how I protect myself. How I protect us from uncertainty. Offers to dismantle everything permanently immediately. Says she genuinely fell for me. Surveillance became unnecessary months ago, actually. Continued out of habit and comfort. Begs for second chance, promising therapy. Part of me terrified beyond belief. Part strangely impressed by her skills. Part oddly flattered by extreme attention. Decide to end relationship despite explanations. Too dangerous despite genuine feelings existing. She accepts decision with surprising calmness. I understand. I crossed boundaries unforgivably. Helps remove all tracking devices voluntarily. Shows me how to detect future attempts. Last thing she says before leaving, you were the only one who noticed. 6 months later, teaching at different school, moved to new apartment in different city, changed phone, car, and online identities. Still check for tracking devices weekly. Sometimes I feel like I'm being watched despite my precautions. Received unmarked envelope yesterday mysteriously. Contains single page of printed text, my complete schedule for past week. With note, still keeping you safe. Torn between calling police and feeling protected. Some nights I actually sleep better, knowing someone's watching over me still. Sometimes check empty corners of room and whisper, "Good night," just in case.